Federal Students Organization Kangle Pag FESOC expressed resentment on the centre's decision to make Hindi subject compulsory in schools of northeast India. Khetrgaon MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan launches Sheikh Nurul Hassan Health Protection Mission with an objective to make Khetrgaon Assembly constituency a healthy and wealthy constituency. Manipur reports 2 COVID-19 fresh cases, 2 recoveries and no fatality in 24 hours. Delhi COVID positivity rate stands at 1.08%. And India adds 2,593 fresh COVID-19 cases, 1,755 recoveries and 44 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.75%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Sunday Primetime English Bulletin and I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM with you. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another. Please remember that the fight against the COVID-19 is not over yet. Now, the news in details. Federal Students Organization Kangle Pag FESOC expressed resentment on the centre's decision to make Hindi subject compulsory in schools of northeast India. Speaking on the sideline of a one-day discourse on the Hindi compulsory in the schools of northeast India today at the Classic Hotel North AOC Imphal, President of the FESOC Romesh Ningthauja said out of the 7,000 languages in the world, only around 100 languages have scripts, and Manipuri is also one of the language with its own script. He alleged that the centre's decision is an attempt to undermine the relevance of Manipuri language. Romesh demanded withdrawal of the decision at the soonest. He also warned of staging democratic form of agitation if government failed to revoke the imposition on making Hindi a compulsory subject.
Khoi not culture punamak se khoi loan si ki makha pol hai tara dan loan se leitra gadi si punamak manga da monam da maliam da lol sing taret le bi monong da gi mayek le jab se sama khata ne ba samai monong da khoi manipur si yawri ne hai tara sungum manipur gi loan ji muthalaga hindi ne compulsory oine hai de mudu feso no yabang moy ba musu lebak mayam nga ba moy akhoi ne english nga hindi nga akhoi na khoi gi saktam karai dur kani akhoi culture akhoi tradition karai dur kani adun akhoi democratic oiba khongchang kya ma khoi masing matang da khoi changchang kani violence yaw da ba khoi chum akhoi gi india government hai tara masi hantok pi akhoi loan bukon view have se masi akhoi hai gana akhoi lebak mayam ng si di course pangthok sabani
Khetrgaon MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan launched Sheikh Nurul Hassan Health Protection Mission with an objective to make Khetrgaon Assembly constituency a healthy and wealthy constituency. Sheikh Nurul Hassan Health Protection Mission was launched today during a launch ceremony conducted at Sheikh Nurul Hassan's residence in Khetri, Awanglekai. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan stressed on the need of keeping health care facility and the field of education as fast-pegged in Khetrgaon constituency for progress and development of the constituency. He also highlighted that most of the residents in Khetrgaon Assembly constituency are living under the poverty line and due to which they cannot afford timely medical treatment and hospitalization during sickness. He added many poor residents have passed away untimely owing to failure in receiving a timely medical treatment. The local MLA informed that the health mission will benefit one and all residing in Khetrgaon constituency regardless of caste, gender, religion and irrespective of whether residents voted for him or not in the election. The health mission will be categorized as silver, gold and platinum. Khetrgaon Assembly constituency's residents will avail various health facilities including free medicines in different empaneled hospitals and health centers across the state under the mission.
Lupa lak aniga lising kun manga se hairiba Sheikh Nurul Hassan Health Protection Mission se do ina sahi manga ge manga makki tolop sai se da dum thathagrane aruba anaba ayekpa ma lakpa kanda Khetrgaon gi oina lairaba praja ma khedagi extra expenditure chatlibase extra expenditure se saving toraga masagi senmitlon fagalakna bada mityeng thambang amna bagi damakte health care facility sema freely affordable amadi accessible oihanba adugi mityeng makhadane chapmana ba thong da chokhatmena ba amadi development Purpakanda Punamaki, Oibadum Lava development ama Puraktuna Khetrgaon da onba pura asi.
Chairman of Lamjingba Group, Sanasamt Jackie, has started handing over 15 companies and properties worth around rupees 252 crore under the group to Old Manipur Lamjingba Investors Association. Investors are now discussing on how to use the asset and properties of Lamjingba Group. Speaking to media today at a location in Imphal, Association President Mutum Robindra said a memorandum of understanding was signed with representatives of the association and Sanasamt Jackie in the presence of Supreme Court Advocate Devajyoti Behuria at the Leela Palace in New Delhi on 21st of April. He added the development came in after the signing of memorandum of the understanding. He also informed that the meeting for Lamjingba Group investors will be convened at City Convention Centre very soon. Lamjingba Group is yet to clear around rupees 600 crore to its 15,000 investors.
Sindabiraiba property singsi company singsi khata na karmai sin sigi amasung karmai na yanthong na sigi habadu jingbagi invest obirba mayam dagi advice amasung suggestion sing do koi thorang na ngai dana leiri City Convention Center konung mangs leiba sida asowa function amaga loina mayam khana na bagi tanja amadu lokjegi access singsi group semduna khoina aigi maming da security oina inare aduna aigi oirane habigi wakhal du thaduk minaraga piraiba khrasi ekoi lamjing bada invest ogiba koi kuding mangna सब मानव परसेंटेज सिस्टम दा सब मानव येनमिनसी एकोई सब मानव लोमिनसी हसी आई अमुका हन थमसगे.
Despite government's envisioned plans to make Imphal city a smart city, garbages were found accumulating along the bank of Nambul River, especially at the road stretching from the Quairamban Market and the Kaisampot Bridge, located in the heart of Imphal city. Owing to the prevailing situation, roads are becoming narrower, causing inconveniences to commuters and emitting stench to locals. It is also learned that road stretches in these areas are used for parking private vehicles by the residents. On the other hand, Imphal Municipal Corporation has not taken any action yet to pick up the garbages lying along the road stretches. Residents living near the Nambul River also continue to dump toilet waste to the river water despite prohibition, therefore impeding the efforts made by the government to keep the river cleaned. As such, relevant government authorities need to take prompt action regarding the matter. All Manipur 10th and 11th IRB Riflemen 2019 batch staged protest demonstration today at Kaisampat Kaisamt Laikai Community Hall in Imphal, demanding state government to promptly declare the pending result of the Viva Voce test for recruitment of 10th and 11th IRB Riflemen conducted in 2019. Speaking to media, member of Old Manipur 10th and 11th IRB Riflemen 2019 batch, Rajesh Brahmachari Mayum, said that candidates who appear for the recruitment test are in a state of confusion owing to relevant authorities' failure in declaring the result. He drew the attention of Chief Minister towards releasing the government's pre-polled promise on declaring the recruitment test result.
Manipur Home Department karigum makrata hajage akoi 2019 da lowi gi ba IRB 10 and 11 IRB result se koi rifleman gi onali baiba se loiramni complete loiramni pabungna bot mamang da haibi gi ba mandate to nasa akoi na usarabani nasa akoi yang ware S bar oire dona pabungna nungsi biduna akoi gi IRB baiba voice rifleman baiba voice am da di dokyo yamna ware.
Wangkai MLA Arun Kumar Thangjam has informed that measures have been initiated in collaboration with Imphal Municipal Corporation to prevent artificial floods in Wangkai Assembly constituency. Under the supervision of MLA Arun Kumar, cleaning works of drains in new check-on areas in Wangkai Assembly constituency has been started today. Speaking to media, the local MLA lamented that the drainage system in Wangkai Assembly constituency is a failure. He also highlighted on the plights of commuters during rainfall owing to the prevailing conditions. He also appealed to residents of the Wangkai Assembly constituency to dump garbage properly at the right place. Youth Pioneer Committee drew the attention of state government towards modernization and refurbishing work of the Kakching Kuno market, which is in a deplorable condition at present. Talking to the media on the sideline of a cleaning drive around Kakching Kuno market and Umathel, the primary health center, Secretary of Youth Pioneer Committee as Tombo said that the market is a source of livelihood for many people belonging to different communities, but the condition of the market is in a bad shape. He further added that Kakching Kuno is lacking in many aspects despite being upgraded to the status of municipal council. He also emphasized that the residents of Kakching Kuno depends on agricultural activities for livelihood. Therefore, he urged the government to ensure the availability of water year-round by working on the canals and rivers nearby. As Tomba also demanded relevant authorities to restore the road in Sugnu constituency at the earliest. Unidentified persons exploded a high-intensity bomb near a residential gate of the Wand Ningthaujam Ranjit in Waitho market under the jurisdiction of Lilong police station in Thoubal district. However, no casualty was reported in the explosion, which occurred last night at around 11:45. A JCB with registration number AS01MC 4631 owned by one Ajit Kumar Maite and another JCV with registration number AS01MC 1374 and a Maruti Swift car bearing registration number MN06LA 2235 owned by Huidrond Dinesh were damaged in the explosion. A team of cycle police seized 10 bags of marijuana weighing around 380.44 kilograms from a residence in Govajang, Lungtind, located in between Kangpokpi and Senapati district. Acting on a tip of a cycle police station teamed under the supervision of Kangpokpi District SP Amrita Sinha IPS, an officer in charge of Cycle Police Station, Inspector Suresh Anthony, carried out a drive at the residence last evening at around 7:30, wherein the huge quantity of marijuana were recovered. Police team also arrested an individual for involvement in the seizure. The arrested is 58-year-old Shamd Basnet from the Kangla Tombe. Based on the disclosure by the arrested, another 44 grams of opium were also recovered with the help of Sekmai police station. A case under Narcotic Drug and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985 was registered at Cycled police station regarding this. Manipur reported 2 confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 185 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Delhi COVID positivity rate stands at 1.08%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 1,37,212. There is no COVID-related deaths in the past 24 hours. That toll remains at 2,120, with 2 recoveries in the past 24 hours. Total recovered cases stands at 1,35,065 and active cases are 27. Manipur's recovery rate rises to 98.44%. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Presto Personalized Wonders Imphal nauna hangdokchare haidiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlamsing mafam asida phangbigani ngasi maglangsin birau Tilak Ras Enterprises Presto Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Thong Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Sunday Primetime, the English Bulletin. India added 2,593 fresh COVID-19 cases, 1,755 recoveries and 44 deaths in 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases are 15,873. Total recoveries are 4,25,19,479. Recovery rate now stands at 98.75%. Death toll reaches at 5,23,193. Over 187 crore 67 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 50 crore 92 lakh 27,000 people. Over 62 lakh 42,000 people have died and recoveries are above 46 crore 18 lakh 30,000. United States of America has the highest active cases of above 11 lakh 96,000 in the world. Kabui Union in Manipur condoled the demise of the PG Makuningpao Kabui, who passed away yesterday. A press statement from the union extended solidarity to the bereft family of the PG Makuningpao Kabui, who served as president of the Kabui Samiti, Manipur, and also as consultant of Kabui Union Manipur during his lifetime. New office bearer of Meitei Councilled Mori MCM were elected at the MCM office premises. Members of Old Manipur Students Union MSU Technopalt District Committee, Ka Nongpok Apunban Nupilupt More, along with representative of 5 clubs in More Meitei Leikai, took part in the occasion. And the Thoiba Meitei, El Tomba and TH Ivungo were elected as President, Vice President and General Secretary, respectively. Cine Writers and Playwright Forum, the CWPF Manipur, today elected its new president and other office bearers during the general body meeting of CWPF held today. The forum's office in Uripok Bachashpati Laikai. Manaubi MM has been elected as the president of the forum, while Ajit Yumnam has been chosen as its vice president, and Ranjit Ningthauja and Sudhir Kangjam will be the secretary general and joint secretary, respectively. A book titled Maithong Ani Nungshi Launambi, written by Manaubi MM, was also released during the occasion. Chairman of Prescribed KYKL and OKEN extended greeting to revolutionary organizations, people, civil society organizations and public leaders, intellectuals and the media fraternity across the Visha region on the occasion of 28th Rising Day of KYKL tomorrow. A press release from Prescribed KYKL said revolutionary movement in our society is now declining. KYKL, through the press release, stressed on people debating and discussion on the presence, viability, correction, incorrections and limitation of revolutionary movement in the region. Dr. S.S. Manauton, who was conferred the lifetime membership and honorary doctorate degree by World Peace Institute of United Nations, was felicitated at his residence in Mekola. Nauria Pakhang Lakpa Kendra Development Committee organized the felicitation program. Nauria Pakhang Lakpa Kendra Development Committee President Nandebamd Sangoijao, Committee Convener Kiamba Hidam and retired Headmaster Hijam Virahari participated in the event. It may be mentioned that Dr. S.S. Manauton is among many of the personalities from 10 nations shortlisted by the World Peace Institute of United Nations for their outstanding contribution in different fields. A legal awareness cum interaction program on the topic Fighting Drug Maniac was held at Technopath District's Kwatha village today. The program was jointly organized by District Legal Service Authority, Chandald, Realize Rehabilitation Center, Imphal, and Adulam Rehabilitation Center, More, under the supervisions of Manipur State Legal Service Authority. Resource persons present in the program delivered speeches on ways and means to deal with the prevailing drug maniac and regarding the correct approach to rehabilitate drug addiction. Ima Leishem Inat Loishang held the annual 17th Sajibu Inat Ngaikang Kumhai at Nongpok Chinguthong Meitei Laikold on the 9th day of the festival. Today, Sajibu Saireng Saidinaba or Sajibu Poetry Convention was conducted. Various eminent writers took part in it. The festival is celebrated to mark the 2006 auspicious occasions of revered Pantho being honored with the title Chingu Laitai Ngamba Khoyumd Lailup Ngai Kangba by the titular king of Manipur, Laisembasana Joba. Traditional dance and music performances and speeches from the resource persons on the conservation of race and the evolution of society were the highlights of the occasion.
Thau Laisemba Sana Zauba Masai Bungo Sina Sajibu Tanin Nomita Laipo Me Haiduna Singu Laitai Ngamba Koyom Lailuk Ngai Kangba Haidana Mingle Lamakat Piram Laibang Ning Tau Maitai Ning Tau Sumangan Ning Daba Mingle and Sisumangan Ning Daba Inat Amagas Hagon Nahonaba Maitai Puruke Angan Ba Mikap Amatola Mage Haiduna Sajibu Inat Ngai Kang Kumese Pangtok Seven Saireng Saiten Nabasida Asway Sweda Lairagaso Taidok Binaraga Mana Pumba Maitai Lon Ama Pokminasi Maitai Longi Pambi Matarasi Haiduna Saireng Saitinaba Haijabani Aduga Saireng Saipaba Haidana Aina Mingtolasi Tamzabani.
Former chairman of National School of Drama, New Delhi, Ratan Thiamd, today releases a book titled Naitum Tana Mirakta, written by Kangjam Radha Kumar during a book release function held at the auditorium of Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy in Imphal. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Federal Students' Organization Kanglei Pag FESOG expressed resentment on the centre's decision to make Hindi subject compulsory in schools of northeast India. Ketrigao MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan launches Sheikh Nurul Hassan the Health Protection Mission with an objective to make Ketrigao Assembly constituency a healthy and wealthy constituency. Manipur reports 2 COVID-19 fresh cases, 2 recoveries and no fatality in 24 hours. Daily COVID positivity rate stands at 1.08%. And India adds 2,593 fresh COVID-19 cases, 1,755 recoveries and 44 deaths in 24 hours. The recovery rate stands at 98.75%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great Sunday evening and always stay safe.
Siri Hari Sharanam Aikhoi khwai pumnamakpu konbiramba Justice Asok Posambamna mahaki nungsijaraba imung manung sagai natai marup mapang khwai pumnamakpu thadoklamlaga haukiba April 18 da Siri Hari ki charanda